So,
of the people in the inn here, so Zhang is sort of has the appearance of an adventurer of some sort. Of the other folks that are hanging out here, there's some pets, and then are there other
Well,
adventurer types?
I'll show you exactly what I. Let me have a quick look. Okay. I see. I've already prepared this map. Good. There are very few people in the inn this night because of the weather. Most people are staying home, the locals, and everyone else has kind of gone to bed or is not venturing to the inn. The innkeeper's there. There's a halfling over at the table petting the dog Paco. There's one dwarf sitting at a table. And there's usually a few dwarves at that table. They're the local engineers working on the tower. Yeah, it's pretty sparse. Petunia is on shift tonight, and she's nervous about the weather and just constantly, what about that weather? Plando Roos is shit faced, and he's stumbling around and trying to bum drinks off people and stuff. He's just kind of shady, kind of town drunk. But they don't have the heart to kick him out into the rain. Plando.
Oh, okay. I just don't see a name on him. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to see his name yet.
So, Hommlet is sort of it's kind of like a crossroads, right? I mean, there's a lot of traffic that comes through this town, so these aren't necessarily all locals, right?
No, that's right, and it's really quite sparse tonight. You notice there's about 4 patrons, but it's late. It's midnight or even later, probably 1 a.m. Now, how do you say your name? Guidon?
Gwydden, yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, Gwydden.
Gwydden?
Yep.
Do you have a heart on there for some reason, a half heart?
Not intentionally. I was just messing around with stuff.
Okay, yeah, I thought, okay, you might have a spell going or something. No. It's very nice inn, quite well built, kind of Tudor style, very beautiful actually, very traditional. The innkeeper's over there, and you are in town. You're just passing through.
I kind of have to be because I literally have no money, so I've got enough time to sort of just get out of the rain and then see if there's any needs for someone with my particular set of skills. Are these animals here? Are these just domestic critters?
Yeah. There's some cats and dogs. They seem to be, this is their home.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know who they belong to, but they're around.
Yeah, and I'm just getting a couple of things ready.
Yeah, there's only a few people there. Could I try and I know I haven't had a chance much to go around town, but could I try and chat up a couple of the guys that are there?
In the inn?
Yeah, either the dwarf engineer or the town drunk guy. See if either one of those are interested in.
And there's a hobbit.
Oh, a little halfling too. Yes.
Yeah, he's over by the dog Paco. That seems to be his dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, Belgrove.
Yeah, Belgrove. Yeah.
Okay.
And you've seen him here before. He apparently has a room upstairs, and he's been staying here for a few days.
Okay.
And he's a fairly popular guy. Like, he seems to know a few people around here. Hasn't met you yet, but you haven't really had a chance to meet him. And then the engineer is a dwarf and fairly typical gruff type, but they can be open and friendly in the right time and place
with enough drinks.
That too. And a night like tonight, you notice everybody's just sort of, when the thunder cracks, everyone flinches a little bit and then flashes in the windows, and the barkeeper's like, he doesn't have the heart to kick anyone out, and he doesn't want to go to bed either, so they're just letting it putter around about one at night.
Is Osler the barkeep?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got a really good reputation.
Would you say something about a Petunia earlier?
Yeah, the barmaid, Petunia.
Is she on the map anywhere? I don't see her.
Yeah. when you meet people, I'll open their names up to you. I just sometimes forget. So
Okay.
she's in the middle beside Ostler. She's carrying a tray, and she's just heading back to the kitchen.
yeah,
She's
there. Okay.
Yeah.
bringing you food or whatever. You guys can have some drinks if you can afford them, whatever. They have some specialty drinks here. Like that one is a dwarf colon cleanser, of course, is a high-end brew, one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah.
Catchy title.
Yeah, and Sister Zhang, you have money, so you're just, I don't know,
Yep.
you drink wine or tea or whatever. You can order whatever you want. I'm not.
Tea and goat's milk are the two that she favors.
Okay, you see this fighter type elf come stumbling out of the rain at about midnight, and he shakes off his cloak and goes to take it off, and the innkeeper turns around and comes walking over. Hey, it's a nasty night, stranger. Come on in. We'll put your cloak by the fire, and that's you, Gwendon. So you come in here and see what we've described earlier. You see some dogs and cats. The place is pretty empty. There's no music playing or anything. There's not much conversation at all. The water's drowning out everything. Oh yeah, the Rodriguez is here too as well, Zhang.
Okay, yeah, I know him.
You know him.
Yeah.
And he's actually with Belgrove. I forgot to put him over there. Okay, you see that?
Yep.
So they're playing cards or whatever. Anyway, so he's like, and he looks at you kind of keenly, Guiden, because I don't know, you can describe yourself now to him, and Sister Zhang's watching you. So how do you appear when you come in out of the rain and shake off your cloak? You were a male, right?
Scale mail. Yeah. Wearing scale mail. I don't have any weapons drawn. Probably stretched a little bit to get to this inn this evening, so probably looking a little tired. Tell him I don't have a lot of money, but if you didn't mind, I'd like to just come in out of the rain and grab a seat by the fire.
And he goes, that's all right. A night like tonight, we can't have anybody out. And I tell you what, I'll take a look in the back, and perhaps we can scrape something together. You look a bit lean. So you're not from around here. There's that elven city just to the south, but they're more the gray type. I don't see your type often. You got a queer look to you. He says it and it says with a grin and a wink. In a good way, though. He goes, well, the folk in here at the moment, if you don't mind.
Sorry.
All right, quiet, dog. You dog. Yeah, he tells the dog. Fang, quiet. Fang's barking at you. He turns and goes, don't worry about Plando. He's harmless. He'll probably ask you for a drink. Those two over there, Belgrove, and that's Rodriguez and Belgrove. They're decent folk. And the dwarf over there, I don't know, find yourself a warm spot. I'll bring out something for you.
Thank you. I'll be polite, as courteous as I can be, and I think I'm going to try and find something, at least to start with, that's a little bit away from everybody else.
Oh, yeah, that's both the tables by the fire sort of occupied by lone occupants, but they're the warm spots.
Yeah.
There's the little one there with two seats at the little round table and right in front of the fire.
Yeah, I may sit there. Can I just move my guy there like that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
You bet. Yeah, you're a little bit big still. There we go.
Yeah. I should be pretty tiny. I was trying to figure out how to make them smaller, and I couldn't figure it out. Is that something you have to do?
Maybe. That might be something you can't do. Yeah, I'm not sure, because when I highlight your token, it surrounds it by a matrix.
Yeah.
I can manipulate that. I can stretch it out or whatever.
Yeah, mine maybe it's something I can't do because I'm not a pro or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Once it's adjusted though as well. So you come in and the thunder's pealing. There's a pipe smoke in the air, and all of a sudden you see this lithe young woman, quite attractive, redhead, and she's got a nice dress on with flowers brocaded into it and stuff. It comes over to your table and puts down this tray, and then sure enough, it's got like a sandwich with some cold cuts on it and cheese. And there's a small tankard with, you can tell, there's ale in there.
All right. I'll tell her thank you, and I won't forget it.
Ah, that's all right. We around here we're good to strangers, and the great Saint Cuthbert wishes it that way.
So this isn't a seedy bar at all. I'm not getting the
No.
feeling that this is
No.
a place where a fight's going to break out at any time.
Well, it is a bar, but it looks well run and like clean, and the people are polite and don't stink, or there's not shite on the floor. And the floor is actually hardwood. It's not straw or
It's well taken care of.
sawdust or ground. Like in mid ages buildings, a lot of the floors were just dirt or straw. This one's actually, it's expensive building. You realize now there's beautiful rafters with really high end joinery and old, and it's really quite nice. And there's a lot of heirlooms and trinkets, and it's a real nice motif of kind of a earthy tree motif, and it's nice.
Awesome.
Sister Zhang, let's go to you for a minute.
Yep.
So he's come in and you see this hungry looking elf that looks weird. Like you don't see this kind. This kind has a more lighter skin with sort of almost green veins sort of stand out a little bit. And I don't know how you'd want to describe your features at all there.
It's
Quite a-
it is a copper color hair, probably a little more pale than even most elves, and maybe almost like almost boyish, not quite, smaller than a lot of high elves that you would typically see.
And he's fairly ripped. Like he's got definition. And elves usually do, but it's more lithe.
Yeah.
This like,
that's something I would actually notice. How well structured he is physically.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to change one thing because I was looking at the character sheet. I had a 0 in front of my height, taking up space. She's not 5'1", she's 5'11".
Oh, so it's pretty. That's a pretty tall.
For
Yeah. So you, Sister Zhang, so you're actually tall.
Tall and 5'11", 145, which is basically the top end of professional women fighters these days.
Okay.
145 is the higher end for women fighters.
Lots of definition and. Oh yeah, have you been adding tattoos? Did I give you a couple tattoos to add yet?
Not yet. I know we mentioned it once, but
yeah. So you're gonna have to remember certain experiences that you had in your last level, and when you go up a level, and there could be more than one. And I'll sometimes give it to you too, and then you can say, "Well, I fought this evil monk, Taruko, or whatever." So you could have some sort of counter symbol to represent that.
Yeah, actually, that was
like a badge.
I was thinking actually that one and the ogre would be a couple for the first level of experience to get on.
Yeah. So so we'll talk about that later. We'll do that.
Yep.
We'll design something. You look over and see this rather large elf. How tall are you?
Actually, Gwydon is actually a small elf. He's probably about 5 foot.
Oh, but just really pretty torquey.
Yeah. He's strong, but he's smaller than most high elves or gray elves.
So go ahead on. Our Sister Zhang, do you want to do anything? You've been sitting at your table, just kind of reflecting and.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in talking to anybody, and this is a new person. I'm going to check and see if they're interested in chatting. Basically, I've probably worked the crowd over so far.
All right.
So after as he's eating up and going on, I'm going to come over and ask if I can share a seat with him for a minute.
Absolutely, have a seat. Please have some of my cheese. They gave me more than I think I can eat.
That's okay. I had a massive meal tonight. I'm a stuffed full. We had an absolutely gorging meal tonight, even though I'm not supposed to take anything to excess. What you see here is a tall but very lithe and extremely muscular female of type that you've probably never seen in this region before. Olive skin, pointy eyes, black ponytail about halfway down her back, and she's wearing some weird clothing too.
But no armor.
Absolutely none. You see no armor, no weapons. She's got black folded poofy pants, about 3/4 length, and she's wearing like cork and cord sandals, and a cotton shirt, which was probably have a cloak or something around, but she's not wearing it at the moment. And she's got a straw hat dangling on her back with a little drawstring around her neck.
All right, very nice. So it's 1 a.m. I'm straight off the road. What are you doing here? How long have you been here?
I've been in town about 4 days now, I'd say, more or less. Well, not spending all that in town, but tonight I'm just staying up, nursing a headache.
Are you a merchant?
No, long traveler. A group of us had traveled almost a year and a half to get here. We're many leagues from home, thousands of leagues from home.
And your group, as I look around, it looks to me like you were alone. Where's the rest of your group?
We're scattered all over the region. I'm the only one from my group here. I've met a few other friends in town in the last few days, but we got together with a group to take out some local bandits that a couple of what we thought were local people had mentioned they knew where they were.
All right.
So we went to take out the bandits, and they had a bounty on the head of the leader. Except the two people that we thought were locals took us out there. Apparently they're not locals, and they tried to ambush us after we were all wounded. So I'm sporting a big scar across my temple where I took a axe hit to the head. It's been magically healed now, but I'm still sporting that stuttering concussion.
Along with a little stutter. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So you've got my attention because obviously, I'm not here to, find work as a laborer. I do work with my hands and my bow. So
okay.
I'm liking the idea that there's work to be had for adventurers.
Well, there's a few sleeping upstairs that were with us, and I know a couple others around town I could introduce you to in the morning. And if they're amicable and stuff, I mean, we could probably find you somebody to hook up with.
Who set you up with the bounty for the bandits?
Well, like I said, I personally thought they were a couple locals. They were here before I was here.
It was Taruko and Gru. That's where the traders.
Yeah, the one was a monastic monk, and the other was like a big burly warrior type. He's the one with the battle axe that cracked me in the skull.
I assume, just kind of from your garb, that you're a monk as well.
That's the occupation I have, yeah. But I'm not a like the Western monk from the Player's Handbook. I'm using the Oriental Adventures.
Gotcha.
So she definitely looks strange around here. She's from the Karatur.
Very exotic looking, yes. Now,
yeah. The dog barking at? Is the dog barking at something?
I don't know. You make a dexterity check for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that a D20 or what is that?
Yeah, D20, and then get your dexterity or less. And then this is like a routine check, meaning I haven't put any penalties on it. I could say +5, which would be hard. I'd say +10, which is very hard. and a plus 15 is like impossible. That would be like if you, I don't know.
Next to never get.
Yeah, you pretty well can't get that unless you have like 18 to 20 in a stat. Then you have a chance to defeat the god that one time. But anyway, so go ahead and make your roll. And you kind of notice, you look over because you're kind of tuned to animals, sort of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wild. Well, I won't mention it. Wild talents, I'll say. So what'd you roll?
6.
Right. Oh, I'm not looking here. I'm wrong. I had to scroll down. I see. Yeah. So you look over, and yeah, the dog is worked up a bit about something, and then it whimpers, the dog, and kind of backpedals underneath and goes underneath the table.
Okay.
Where it came from, where it hung out usually. And then figure comes into the door, and this figure, as far as you can tell, is covered in a dark robe at the moment.
All right. I'm new to town, so I'm going to ask Sister Zhang here. Oh, I'm going to introduce myself as Gwydden, by the way.
Gwydden?
Gwydden, yes.
Gwydden.
And then, go ahead. Okay, and then I'm going to ask Sister Zhang if she's ever seen this person that's come in the door before.
Sister Zhang, you look, because you were just kind of focused on the talk, and yeah, you see this figure come in, and now the figure has pulled its robe back, and you see this pale, gaunt features of the tall figure. Must be probably 6'6" at least.
Oh.
Has long, lank hair that's wet. You can tell that this figure's been through some sort of ordeal recently, or could have traveled a great distance, or both. He looks a bit emaciated, almost haggard. His eyes, even in this light, the light picks up this sort of gray glint to his eyes, sort of silver glint of otherwise dark eyes. As he looks around, this gaunt figure with long gaunt, and he has underneath the flash of his cloak, you can make out the glint of scale mail, like little scales, but they're really glistening black and flow with them somewhat. And he shrugs. He doesn't take his cloak off though, and he looks with one quick glance around the room. He quickly looks like, and he seems, you think he takes in everything. And we'll quickly go back to your table a minute. So, Sister Zhang, you look over and you don't recognize him.
I haven't seen him before.
What's the bartender do? Is there any recognition from the bartender or Petunia?
Good move. So the bartender has seen the guest, and he's looking, and he was looking at the dog a bit curiously, and he and then he's kind of go, "Oh, welcome, stranger. What can I do you for?" And this figure.
So I'm going to kind of observe that interaction. So if you can continue there.
Right. And he's no weapons out or anything. His arms are at his side, and you can see that there is a large sword. An elaborate black handle comes up, and he's kind of holding the sword scabbard a bit on his side. It's a big, long blade, probably like a bastard sword, sort of. It's sheathed, so you can't make out its details, but you get glimpses of the hilt, and it's intricately woven and very nice. And give me a plus 10 intelligence check. Both of you. So it's a hard check. Oh, Zhang, you got that?
No.
What's your intelligence? That must have been close.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to check.
12.
But don't you have to add 10 to it?
Yeah, he rolled a 2.
Oh.
Actually, my intelligence 13. I did. Dang, I didn't think I got that close.
You thought you saw a brief glint on the like you could tell that he shuts the sword. Like he had the sword open about 2 inches with his thumb. You know what I mean? How sword masters can do that. They just when they pre-draw a blade,
They just hold it open to release.
Yeah, he was doing it real discreetly though, and he scanned the room, and then he like you can see quite carefully, like you could tell he didn't miss anything, and then you can tell he put the blade back.
Okay. So he was looking for someone or something,
or at least prepared for trouble.
Yeah, he seems to size up everybody pretty quick. And you did also see that just before. Now this just you saw, unless you rolled less than. What did you get there, Scott? 11 you rolled?
I'm 11, so I didn't. It didn't help.
You did also see that the blade was you could describe it. It sparkled. It glinted, almost like it could have been a drool on it or something,
or it could be magic, maybe.
Yeah, or he was because he hesitated for a minute and it was odd, and there was like it went really quiet in the place for a moment because everyone kind of looked and was like, "Ooh, this a stranger." Nobody knows. Nobody's seen him.
Would you characterize it as a glow or a glint?
Too hard to tell. I'm not going to get.
I didn't see it anyway. So
yeah, you didn't see it. Yeah, that's true.
I didn't see it.
No, good question, but no, I'm not going to split hairs now. That's kind of what he saw, right? You do know it was magical, and he might have been a bit more to it just to getting the blade ready. He might have been using an effect,
using something that it can power.
But he then he nods at the innkeeper and this hollow, but you can tell if maybe he had a better day, the voice would be quite powerful and a nice, powerful low tenor. And he goes, "Innkeeper, yes, I do require a glass of some of your stronger. And a meal for 3 men, please." And he seems quite courteous, and he speaks in a strange, dark accent. Goes and sits at the table, puts his back to everybody, keeps his cloak kind of up, but its head's bare, and he just puts his hands on the countertop and just looks around. And the bartender, and they start talking. And he's, "What can I get you?" And he brings over some dwarven colon cleanser.
Oh.
And then the guy, now make dexterity checks here, +5 to see you guys if you're gonna eavesdrop.
I'm gonna move to see if I can coax the dog out from under the table. But maybe that'll kind of put me in his proximity. How about that?
Well, you don't know the dog. Like, you just met it. But you head over there and go towards the dog, and it's under the table, and it's kind of laying down, looking up, and you walk over there, and the dog just seems a bit nervous and a bit shaking. Like it seems scared. Well, you're not surprised about the thunder and stuff too, but
he wasn't doing that earlier.
No, and the stranger gives you a glance. As when you're over there, he looks and Jang, do you want to try do anything?
I'm going to use that as the basis of my him getting up and walking around the table to look past him at the new stranger, and I rolled 2 with a 10, so 8 and 5 is 13, which is well under my dexterity.
Okay, so you hear him continue in a low voice. "Innkeeper, I also require boiling water." And the innkeeper, "What, boiling water? You sure you don't want tea or coffee or something? We have all sorts of concoctions and gourmets." No, just boiled water, please. That's it. 1 glass. As you wish." And he kind of yells at Petunia, "Petunia, get some boiling water, my dear." Petunia kind of gives him a strange look and heads in the back of the kitchen. And then
get a pot on.
And then Oster goes off to talk to the drunk and deal with him for a minute because he's fallen under the table, kind of. He's probably going to put him to bed somewhere, lay him down. So, Sister Zhang, you kind of heard this, and you watch your new friend, I guess. In a way, you guys talked for a little while, for about an hour before this guy came walking in. So it's getting late at night. The rain's still going, doesn't want to let up.
All right, I'm gonna invite this guy over when he's ask him when he's done with his dinner if he wants to join us by the fire. Just say, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt your dinner, but it's pretty warm by the fire, and I just came out of the rain myself. If you'd like to join us at the fire when you're done,
Make
you're
a
welcome
charisma
to.
check.
Yep. That's above my charisma. So
I prefer to be alone for now. But then he hesitates for a minute. But I thank thee.
Yep. Suit yourself. The fire it's warm and comfortable.
And you can see he's shaking a bit, and he's you can tell yeah, he's shaking and it looks really pasty, and his eyes are a bit glossy and such. And he looks away. And then, but he kind of rebuked you, sort of, well, politely. And
Yeah.
you go back to Zhang, and Zhang's looking at you like, oh, who the heck is that? In Belgrove, you notice that he's been kind of looking around a bit, and Rodriguez is kind of they've been glancing over there a bit. Everyone's sort of scoping out this new guy. And they're scoping out Guidon a bit too. But this new guy has got there's a menacing air about him. Definitely. He's scarred up too. You noticed he had scars crisscrossing his face, and his hands were long digits and tapered. At one time, perhaps manicured nails, but you can tell it's been a while since that's the case.
Ooh.
What do you think, Zhang?
I think we need to go talk to Rodriguez over here for a minute. The couple at the next table. I've met Rodriguez before.
Can you introduce me to them?
I can indeed. Come on with me. We'll have a seat with Rodriguez and this other.
Petunia comes out of the kitchen with a boiling kettle of water on a tray with a cup, and she goes over to the counter there and she puts it down, and she's kind of real shy, and you can see that she's gone a little bit white, and she's kind of scared of this person. I don't know, or you kind of all are a bit. She puts it down, and will that be anything else? She's in a timid voice, and he goes, and you see his hand reaches out quickly and just puts lightly on her forearm, his hand, and he speaks real softly, too softly for you guys to hear. And then she looks at him for a minute and shakes her head and kind of shrugs. And then he kind of puts his hand off. Thank you, my dear. And he pulls out and he puts a platinum piece on the counter. Ka-tink! It's a big, heavy platinum coin, and her eyes just kind of.
How did she react after? I'm moving over to the table just to kind of be with these guys, but I'm not going to put my back to this dude just yet.
There's a big honking column there. You see that big black square? That's a big timber, like a big column. This is a big place. Not that it's completely, but you can use that nonchalantly as well to advantage too. But anyway, you guys go join Rodriguez and Belgrove, and Belgrove is still in a jovial mood. He's this little 4-foot halfling. He's got a reputation for being brave and helpful, nice. Rodriguez is from the gypsy camp. He's one of the senior patriarchs on the men's side. The women kind of run the show there, but the men pretend they do. But he's a pretty competent guy. He's actually a fighter. And
seen some of his skill at the wedding night when I first arrived in town.
Yes, and he's a great musician and dancer and very charming as well. And he dresses incredibly flamboyantly. Like it's like holy, it's garish.
Kaleidoscope.
Oh yeah, it's like, but he pulls it off, and he's always got robes and silks and handkerchiefs, and he's an elaborate pipe and quite a character. And they welcome you to your table, and you see Belgrove nodding his head really discreetly and goes, "What's with him? This kind of gives me the creeps." And he goes, Petunia. And Petunia scuttles over with the tray. "Hey, dear, be a lass and bring us all a round of the colon cleanser. We can't let our friend drink alone." "Hey, psst, what'd he tell you? What'd he say to you?" And Petunia looks around, and He's looking for somebody. A woman. What? A woman? What do you say? A woman with red hair. I don't know. And he says that she was a beautiful woman with red hair. You wouldn't mistake her if you saw her, met her. I shrugged. I didn't see one. I haven't seen one in the inn.
Not around here.
I mean, and she's pretty. This Petunia, she's a beautiful redhead herself, actually. But it's not her, obviously. And then she kind of shrugs and goes to get your drinks.
Yeah.
And then Belgrove turns back and, what the heck? He's looking for a redhead. Drop dead gorgeous redhead. And you guys know about this?
I don't know anything about it.
Sister Jing sits back and scratches her chin for a second and goes, I'll have to talk to a couple of the guys in the morning. Can't remember. I don't think I was there.
Yeah, and you're trying to remember when you were in the inn before about a beautiful redhead, and you know a lot of the gypsy women are gorgeous, but they tend to be brunettes.
Yeah,
and have all dark hair.
Dark browns and blacks and stuff.
Yeah, maybe a blonde, but no gorgeous redheads from there. You guys don't know the town well. You're a stranger. And
I've only been here 4 days, yeah.
And so you kind of shrug. And then Belgrove, he's only been here for a few days recently. He's from a town distant. He's from Verbabank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he has business here and stuff. But he's like, I don't know. He goes, I haven't seen any. I've been here about 3 days myself. And then Rodriguez shrugs too. None of you guys can remember.
Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to a few of the fellows that are asleep in the morning, but don't know right now.
Petunia brings back a tray, and she has these little tiny, they seem to be some sort of animal horns, small ones from some small sort of deer-like creature, and they've been hollowed out, and they're kind of the traditional serving horns they use for serving their specialty liqueurs. And it's got this nice elaborate brass circular tray with all the horns in it. And in the middle, she's got this nice, beautiful urn, silver urn, and it's got the dwarven colon cleanser. And she pours just a little, probably about 3 ounces in each horn, and then hands them to each of you. And so Belgrove leans forward. So Petunia, send him a drink on me. And ask him his name. Do that, lass. And she goes, I don't know. And then he gave me a platinum piece. A platinum piece. I've never seen one. She mutters as she walks away. But she builds up her courage. She's quite a feisty girl, and she goes back and she pours a drink and brings it over to him and says and points towards Belgrove, that gentleman over there bought a drink. And this guy, his head swivels over and he gives your table a look and a nod, and he goes back and nods at her and takes the drink and downs it. Now you notice that he's also, after he got the hot water, now this is while you guys went to the table and all this stuff, so let's zip back to where he's just got the water. He's got the kettle. But before he takes the glass now and he's doing something, he's going to do something. Now, from where you guys are now, he's sort of blocking the view. Petunia's kind of there around the bar. Ostler is at the moment, he's dragged the drunk who's passed out, and he's going to plunk him into a sofa in the back room. So he's gone for a few rounds, bedding him down back here. And Petunia's back here manning the bar, and he's cleaning up stuff. So what do you guys want to do? You see now he's pulled. Oh, he did reach around his back, and for a minute, a couple of you tensed because, but he just was reaching into a pouch he had on his belt, and you see he's got quite a outlandish tunic on, to say the least. The parts, so they're weathered though. He's not from around here, and he pulls out this pouch, small soft leather pouch, and he puts it out in front of him, and he's preparing something. So give me 1 minute. I just have to quick run to the washroom, everybody. So 2 minute. You guys can just sit back and watch. But your line of sight right now is not good for details at all. I'll be right back.
What do you think? Some sort of a spell or potion, or is he drugging it?
He's putting something in there. Have to see. I don't know, just hot water. Would it be just tea? He could just order tea. How about a healing herb?
Yeah, something like that. Don't drink anything he gives you, just in case he comes over and offers you anything. Could be some sort of I don't know, some sort of knock you out potion or something. I don't know, but
yeah,
tea. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever encountered something quite like this.
Yeah, could be a could be a drug. I've heard that some people use those nasty things to do various things to people. Actually, I think I might have got stabbed in the belly with one once.
Yeah, just be careful about drinking anything he gives you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that he will. He hasn't offered, but
yeah. Interesting.
Well, I can't tell if he's really. I mean, he seems ominous, but not sinister.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. None of these guys know him, and I mean, seems like there's a lot of people just passing through town, and I mean, honestly, the locals are just locals, right? Like, we haven't seen much.
Why did he order for 3?
That I don't know.
He ordered for 3. Ordered food for 3.
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder. I wasn't there, but I want Red Sonya. Sonya was called the Red. I wonder if she was redhead. That was the bandit we were after. If that's the case, this guy could be trying to meet up with her.
But if he was sort of tensing around with his sword, is he trying to hook up with her, or is he like hunting her?
I can't say.
Yeah, and Rodriguez and Belgrove are nodding and thinking, so I wonder. And Petunia now is back there puttering around the bar, and you see one of the cats. There's about 2 or 3 cats around, mousers. One of them jumps up out of the bar beside this guy. It doesn't seem afraid of him or anything. And the cat just sort of comes up, and you see that he actually pets the cat. And they seem to be okay.
Oh, he's definitely evil.
Petunia comes back to your table, and she's bringing you some bread and butter, and you like Belgrove ordered some snacks and food. He's always ordering food, typical Hobbit. And she's putting down all this food, and then he's like, "So, Petunia, what's he doing? What's up?" She's like, "I don't know. He's like mixing real careful. He's got these little spoons out, and he's mixing stuff." What do you mean, girl? Mixing stuff? Well, he's putting it into the cup, and then he's got this little stone stick, and he's crushing it up, but he's being real careful, but his hands are shaking. He keeps spilling stuff, and I helped him once, steady his hand. He's I don't know. I think he's dying or something. He doesn't look good.
I'm wondering, is he injured? He ordered food for 3, right? Has he eaten the other plates he ordered?
No, the food is still, it's going to come. It's getting ordered and made. It's going to be there any second. Petunia's going to have to get it. So Petunia's like, so Belgro's go back there and find out what's going on and tell me, what did it smell like? What? She goes, I don't know. I'll go back. I'll go back. So you guys are like, what?
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if he's making some kind of...
Oops.
I wonder if he's been injured or poisoned or something, maybe.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like a healing herb concoction or a body cleanser, like a ginger root or one of those. Definitely interesting.
I'm not the most charismatic guy, or I think I'd be setting myself up for another failed charisma check, going back over and talking to him.
Petunia gives out a little scream, like ah, and because you see that this guy's sort of slumped onto the table, and his head's just kind of hit the table, and he's falling back off the counter.
I would jump up immediately to try and help him. I've got no weapons on, so I'd be the least threatening to him. And
I'm gonna move over there too. But if anybody needs like help moving him, maybe we can move him to lay him out or something like that.
Yeah.
Is he lost consciousness?
See if I can manage to get over there before he hits the floor.
Okay, he was trying to catch himself. You can tell, like he slipped sideways, and he kind of tried to grab her as he was falling, maybe, and that's why she kind of screamed and jumped back. Anyway, roll a dexterity +5, Zhang, to see if you can get there to affect it. But
oh yeah, I'm under.
So you reach him. You see that his hand has grasped the counter, and he hasn't completely fallen over. But you see this, he's sweating hard, and he's like, oh, shaking.
I'll support him, and I'll stand him up. Stranger, you're...
Ark, preserve me.
You're having trouble staying standing. Do you need assistance?
Help me stand up, good man.
Sister Zhang at your service. What can we do to help you? You look like you've been through an ordeal. You are having trouble standing this evening. I notice you have not drank to excess. You still have trouble.
Yes, you are right. I have been under stress, he says, and looks away a little bit. But I must finish something, and I do appreciate some privacy. I do ask it, but I will be okay. I will be okay. And now he actually gets a stool and sits on it.
I'll help him with the stool and make sure. No intention to interfere, sir. Just you.
His hand is kind of covering up the bag and stuff, like, and he's looking at you guys like, I apologize. I will be fine. I will be fine. I appreciate it.
No problem. Just you're
any
late at night and a traveler in off the road.
Any better glimpse of his gear or any emblems or anything that might be symbols or rings or anything that might be identifiable?
He's been traveling hard. You can tell, like I meant, the armor is definitely high-end armor. Very nice. I can't recall anything right now besides just his general physique and his hair and his eyes and his skin and everything sort of is unique. And it has a tapered head a little bit. It's like his high blood of some sort. He's thinking he's got elven blood in him, but...
You mentioned that I heard he was ordering for 3. Do you have some traveling companions you're expecting to meet?
And he frowns a bit, and he goes, "Well, that would be my business, indeed. No, I must. And he shakes a bit again, and his head shakes. I need some time. He kind of growls.
He has asked for privacy. I believe we should allow him such. If you require assistance, there's many helpful folks here this evening, but we will respect your privacy.
And he's already hunched back to his tray, and Petunia's kind of scuttled back. She's not coming close to him again. And he's back to his little cup, and he's pours the water in it real quick, and suddenly there's this pungent smell of a sort of like a chai nutmeg smell, an exotic, and he starts to sip that urgently. You notice, and he can't quite hide it, and you see he's a bit desperate at this point. And then he quickly turns into, he quaffs it down, guzzles it, gulp, gulp, gulp. And the effect is fairly immediate. Like his muscle tone and balance become better. Not perfect by any measure, but you see he stands up a bit taller, and you can see his true height now. He must be about 6'8", 6'9".
Indeed, a tall.
And that sword would be about 5.5 feet long, 6 feet long. And he stretches up a bit this time now and kind of stretches on the counter. And then he grabs the first plate of food, and he just starts eating. And he doesn't stop. In the next,
I look at Belgrove and I go, a man that size could eat for 3, or at least 2 halflings.
and yeah, and he's eating and eating. And it'll take him a little while. He stops the odd time and drinks some water, but he just steadily just eats, chomp, 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 and he'll be doing that for about a half an hour. So in the first few minutes, you're watching for a bit, and you're just going, so he's going to eat it all, apparently. No one else. Okay, Ostler comes walking back, and then he sees the stranger over there and doesn't, that's fine. And he walks by your table, and he's like, everything okay tonight, lads?
Aye, we're getting by. The storm is raging, but the company's friendly.
Aye. Well,
ask Ostler if there's anything I can do to help him close things up for the night, or when he closes things up for the night, if there's anything I can do to help him.
Oh, I appreciate that, young man. Well, how are you with horses?
Not good, but I can feed him if that's what you want.
Yeah, bring water.
You know what?
But no, he goes, no, it's okay. It's taken care of. You're just welcome to the inn of the welcome wench. I take it you don't have a place to stay tonight?
I don't. Can I stay in the horse stable?
Yes, yeah, you can have one of the stables. There's a few empty ones. Hi.
I'm going to go out into the. I don't know if this is kind of getting off the charts, but I'm curious if this guy may have ridden in on a horse. If it's in the stables, maybe kind of peek at his horse, saddlebags, that sort of thing. See if there's anything interesting out there.
All right, now I just need 1 minute.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to grab another drink. It's really hot here tonight.
Oh, yeah. One minute.
I'm gonna go grab myself a drink too. I'll be right back.
Roger. Damn, I don't have. Oh, I forgot to roll.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Dean's gonna be back soon. He's just grabbing a drink. Yeah, so by the way, I hope you don't mind that often these sessions have a heavy role play element.
That's okay. I'm just trying to figure out, without bogging things down. I just want to make sure I'm not holding things back. So
No, it's been good, and with 2 players, you can do that, right? You can role play, and I want to get your characters kind of friendly and on terms and building up story here. But anyway, suddenly there is a scream that comes from. Actually, the door is closed at the moment.
is there just the one door in the building down in the kind of the south corner there?
No, there's doors in the kitchen as well. And there's actually supposed to be there's a door outside, 2 doors outside in the kitchen, and stairs going up in the kitchen, and stairs going down to a larder in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. When Zhang, when he gets back, I'm going to ask Zhang if she heard what I heard. Is it like a scream of terror? Was it anger?
Roll a dexterity, simple one.
Ooh. Failed it.
Yeah, it was.
Do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll 1 too, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Just to see who heard the scream.
Yeah, I passed that by 6, I think.
So you definitely heard the scream, and it was cut off quickly.
What direction?
It was coming from that room that Ostler had put Plando.
The drunken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and move over there pretty quickly.
All right. So I see Zhang's intensity. I'm going to string my bow. Just to have it on. Not sure what that was all about, but yeah. I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to follow Zhang, but I'm going to keep an eye as we go towards the feller at the bar.
Okay, now you're not sure if he heard it. Actually, let me roll to see. No, it was really faint. Or he ignored it.
Okay, as I come around the table, I'm heading out. I'm like, Ostler, somebody just screamed in the back room there. We put the drunk fella.
And his eyes go wide. What? So Zhang, you're already going across the room, and Ostler's like, oh no, and he starts heading across the room, and Belgrove is up. Belgrove's pretty tipsy, but he's still capable, and he gets up, and he's got a crossbow that he had leaning up against the wall back there, and he's getting it and ready and loading it up. Because he's like, ooh, I don't know, everybody's... and Rodriguez is just tense by the table and sees that you guys are checking things for now.
Mm-hmm.
and there's no other sound except you hear, as you get close, Shang, you can hear it.
Mhm.
You can hear a scratching noise on the other side of the door, like something scratching it.
I'm
kind of
gonna
an
go check it
intense
out.
scratch.
Yeah. That's this one straight ahead of me, right? It's not the
This one right here.
this one. Okay, so I just want to make sure it was that one, not the other room. Okay, yeah.
Now I
I'm
opened
gonna-
the turn order. Sorry, Dean.
Yep.
Just where this works is, let me. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can go to your character sheet. Make sure you highlighted your token though. Make sure you click on it, and then go to your character sheet, and you can actually hit the initiative button in there. It's on the right side, and it asks for it. But
modifier.
that's the long way.
Does it automatically put the dex modifier in?
Now, I'm just wondering if it's bugged because yeah, that is strange. Well, so what we'll do now is we roll initiative. So as a party roll, and then you move in turn order depending on your dexterity, right? Basically in your party, and then of course spells and missiles go first. And so what I'll do is I'll just give you guys. I'll put you in the turn order. So I got to get Justin out of there. And I'll explain this later out of game. So for now, it's just Sister Zhang, Gwendolyn, and let's say we'll call it Belgrove in there. He's there, and Rodriguez. You guys should see that turn order thing popping up now.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And for now, I'll leave everyone else out. So we already discussed what we're going to do, and we've kind of spread out a bit, and you're watching the guy at the bar, right? Now, Sister Zhang, you're hearing the scratching, and now Guiden, you can hear it now too, and it gives you guys a bit of the creeps. You're like, what the?
All right, I'm going to string an arrow and draw an arrow, but I'm not aiming it at anybody right now. Just being ready. This sounds creepy. I'm trying to best triangulate between the guy at the bar and whatever's going on in this room.
Yeah. Now the guy in the bar is still eating. He seems busy. And the round goes by. Now, what do you want to do now, Zhang? Now, this scratching at the door, it's like they can't figure it out how a door handle works.
I'm going to open the door to see what's going on. A drunk guy shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to move where I'm going to move, and I'm going to tell him, open the door, but get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
now we have to roll surprise roll. So we roll 6-sided.
Both of us?
No, just one of you guys for the party.
Okay, I've got it. I'm already there.
Now, if you guys roll a 1,
ooh, and
you are surprised. And now, Sister, you're just shocked by what you see. You're just like, what? This is not your first encounter with undead, or is it?
Yes, I think it would be.
So this horrifies you. You see this one thing in front of you. Its legs are missing, and it's been pulling itself forward, and it was scratching at the door, trying to open it or get through. And there's a couple other ones milling about. 2 of them are in the corner, and they seem to be kind of pulling something apart. And there's this big red bloody mess over there.
Yeah.
What was once Planto? Poor Blondo. Well, I guess he probably never. Well, yeah, did scream briefly. And this guy, though, he was there, and he just reaches out and claws you, tries to grab your leg.
Uh-huh.
What is your AC? Ooh, that might hit. 1 second.
I guess it's we 5. I was prepared for something. I just didn't know what.
All right, so I'm also going to scream we need some help here to see if anybody else will join in. Let's just get a couple more bodies in this mix. If anybody else, like Mr. Dude at the bar.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that I can't shoot because Zhang is kind of in my way. So I'm going to throw the bow down and draw my sword when it's my time.
Okay, when your turn, yeah.
Yes.
So it's still Zhang. It's their turn actually. They surprised you guys. You guys can't do anything
Yeah.
at the moment. So it grabs your ankle. You take 2 hit points damage as this vice-like cold grip crack, and your bones grind together. Your tibia, fibula, not major, but it hurts. You take a couple hits, and you have to make a strength save, or you are prone. He yanks your leg.
So D20.
Are these critters, do they have flesh on them, or are they just skeletal?
They look very skeletal.
Okay.
No flesh. They've been buried or dead for ages.
I rolled a 3.
So you stay upright, and in fact, with that much strength, you rip your arm back and you pull the arm out of its socket, and it's still holding on, like at its elbow. So you have like a hand with a forearm bone and some wisps of a bracelet clamped on your leg. And so you're -1 to all actions until you get rid of that. And it could do damage. It's still squeezing. But you do jump back, and you're tempted to slam the door because you see these figures all look at you now. Now, fortunately, this guy prone is sort of in the way, but you see this guy turns, and he comes stumbling forward, and he tries to get over. Now, they have horrible dexterity, so I'm going to just roll to see if he can actually get over. No, he kind of gets tangled up by the doorway, so he's trying to get to you, can't make it. This guy does the same thing. He's trying to just get through and push aside people to try reach you, and he does not make it. And so they're just, for now, these guys are turning toward the door, and there seems to be at least a half dozen in there. And one of them's got a crossbow.
Yeah.
And these two at the moment, now the only thing stopping them from pouring in here is this so they tangled each other up.
Uh-huh.
All right. So is Zhang still prone?
No, she made her save. In fact, she pulled the bone out of its socket. Now, the surprise round is over.
Okay.
And so now we roll for initiative. And we start a normal round.
You want to do that, Zhang?
Okay, we'll roll a 6
I rolled
here.
a 4. You guys get +1. Because they're... All right, didn't need it.
I rolled a 6 with a +1. That would be a 7.
Okay, so now you guys all have to describe what you're going to be doing in the next 10 seconds, roughly.
Okay. I'm drawing my longsword, and I'm going to try to move closer. Okay, so can I move my guy, or is it not the time to do that?
Normally try stick to the turn order, though, but I'll put you in front if you want to go act first.
Okay.
So go ahead. You said you were going to...
I was going to try and move over here to the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my goal is to hopefully keep them from coming out the door here as best as possible. It'll be easier to sort of contain them if we're fighting them one at a time.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna try and smash that bone on my like basically attack that bone attacking me, and if there's anybody to, I guess there's nobody to attack locally here, so I'm gonna do that.
Well, you can kick the guy in the doorway. You guys are close.
Yeah. Okay. Basically,
but if you want to get rid of that hand,
get
rid of the hand first.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop into a low squatting stance, hands right out, just basically do an open hand strike to that arm on my leg and try and knock it off. And then that thing's crawling at me. I'm gonna try a little front snap kick to the skull of that one crawling at me there.
Oh, nice.
That's my intentions for the round.
Okay, armor class 9. The hand has 1 hit point, so you have to basically hit it.
Did you have a roundhouse sound effect ready to go?
I have all sorts of sound effects ready to go.
That's awesome.
Okay, so
Too many.
So
that's funny.
You see, she doesn't draw a weapon. Instead, she just makes hands and fist weapons. Okay, so,
Okay, so you got like 5 seconds. Did you hit the bone thing?
Let me see.
It's armor class 9, so those are bugged. I would just roll the 20-sided and add your
Okay.
modifiers and just tell me what you got.
Okay, I'll just roll a d20 here.
I got it quicker up here, and I got the charts right in front of me.
16.
Okay, you hit it, and you crush it. Snap! And right away, it's like, ow! And there's this welt around your ankle.
Oh, and I
Or
crushed the bones in it for 5 points.
Shatter! You just, and it's done. Belgrove, or wait a sec. We're going to go to...
My other attack's at the end of the round, correct? That's the way that works? Yeah, okay.
That's right. So, sorry, Scott.
All right.
You're there by the doorway, and you see her dealing with the hand.
Okay, so she kicked the hand, or did she kick the skull of the guy that was...
The hand.
She basically used an open hand strike and chopped the hand and just shattered the bone.
Okay. From where I'm standing, is the guy in the doorway, can I strike at them?
Yep.
And can more than one come through the doorway at a time?
This doorway's big enough. If they can make a dexterity check, you can slip by somebody because it's like a 8-foot door.
Okay.
Or no, not 8 foot, probably 4 or 5 foot door.
And
they're scrambling. They're just like, they're and they're waving all sorts of different rusty weapons.
The one that was on the ground, is it the one that lost its hand? Is it capable of advancing still?
Yep. Okay, you got 10 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to attack one of the upright ones, not the crawling one.
All right.
And I'm going to swing with my sword, but I'd like to swing with the flat side of the blade.
Yes, because blunt weapons do full damage. Edged weapons do half against skeletons.
And really, it may be 0 difference between the two, but what do you think?
You're doing that on a hunch, right? Because you're a young fighter. You're like, oh, skeletons. Got to shatter them. And you saw her punch it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not, because you got to be careful of the knowledge you have and your character has.
Yeah, okay. I tell you what, you may be right. Let's go ahead and let's swing normal with the sword, and let's see what effect it has, and then my guy can maybe, depending on the effect, adjust.
And like I said, she made a good. You could make an intelligence check, like, because you watched her shatter it and it clicked. It's like, okay, 4 skeletons, yeah, and you're thinking arrows aren't going to do. And you switched weapons, I'm assuming, on the way over here because you had your bow out.
I threw the bow down.
Yeah,
and picked up the sword.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 15, so I failed the intelligence check. So
okay,
I'll swing normal.
Trial and error. Yeah.
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
We'll learn by doing here.
And you're hitting the one that's had the half one with one arm left.
Yes. No. I'm gonna hit the bigger one.
Gotcha.
I'm betting that the one that's crawling is not gonna be able to. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Go ahead. Roll the dice. Yep. Let's roll. Okay, that's a miss. Okay, Belgrove, he's like, and he had his crossbow out, and he's actually a 3rd level thief. He's fought a couple undead before and stuff, and I'm gonna give him an intelligence check. Be fair. Oh, crit fail. So does he have a line of sight? Let me have a quick look. Oh, he can just hit that guy. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he deftly takes a shot with his light crossbow, and he hits the thing, nice. But it doesn't do the damage he anticipated.
Is it a heavy crossbow, light crossbow?
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
Was that a 1d4?
No, I do 2 to 5.
Oh, 2 to 5. Okay.
So he did 3 points damage, but that's halved. So you see the arrow does go right through this thing. Bits of bone chip off and fly, but it's not like flesh or hitting organs and stuff. So it doesn't get a killing shot, and in fact does quite a little damage. But these things aren't super tough. It took a chunk of its skull off. for sure. It was a good shot. It did damage. I didn't want to actually mislead you. But not as much as he thought it would. He thought it would blow the head apart or something. But no. So, and Rodriguez, he pulls out a scimitar and he's running over there. And he's, what is it? He's running around this side. There's not
Rodriguez
much room.
is one of the dwarf engineers.
No.
No, he's one of the gypsies.
Okay. And what is the dude at the bar doing? Anything yet? Can we tell?
No, we can't really tell. You're busy over there.
Okay.
And the dude at the bar, yeah. Well, he's spun around, but he hasn't drawn the sword. In fact, he's kind of leaning back on the shelf. He's eaten about a meal and a half at this point, and he looks better, he's more steady, but you can still tell he's very tired, and there's something afflicting him still. You know, he's still like, his hand is still on the counter as he spins around, perhaps for whatever. And I'm going to put him on the thing. So it's their turn now, unless, are we done? Yeah, it's their turn. So the one that's crawling lunges forward with one arm and swings awkwardly at you, Sister Zhang, again, trying to grab your ankles again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's -2. Oh, it totally, it's so messed up. It just has one arm. It's just flailing around and just kind of muddles up. Now this guy's going to try to run over it and and again, their dexterity's 8. Oh, and he crit fails. He wipes out.
So he's pro.
Gets his toes caught in the ribs.
He takes damage, and he crushes the one that's underneath, dies. So that one just shatters apart. Its spine shatters, and it's no longer thrashing. It's just bone parts scattered. And itself takes... Oh, it dies.
The two of them stack on each other.
Completely
My mere presence is enough to kill them.
They're just so frantic to get. He just completely wipes out, smashes in the other one, and then their bones lock and snap and pull apart. And that one only had 4 hit points, and I rolled a 4 damage on 4, so you are dead. And this one tries to scramble over that mess, and it completely fails to do so, and it's trying to reach out and grab Guidon around the corner, and it just failed so badly that these guys are now turned around and they're coming over, and they try to jump over the corpses.
Oh, you grab Rufus. Or the dead guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Plando. Roos.
Fail, so that one doesn't make it. Wow, they just can't get through this doorway. They're really clumsy skeletons. This one here shoots a crossbow bolt. And at Sister Zhang. Now, Sister Zhang, you can, as a monk, you see it. You have to be able to see it.
Yep,
and if you
I'm basically looking at him.
You can make a save versus, I think it's paralyzation poison, or is it No, it's petrification polymorph. So make a saving throw to see if you can dodge it or deflect it automatically.
And I rolled a 3.
No. So he shoots at you. And or whatever, rolls your AC is what?
5. Now that I'm in combat.
Oh, wow. He needed he just missed. He needed a 14. So this bolt, like, you tried to dodge it, and you sort of did, but you can tell that it just goes by your neck. And he's awkwardly starts to reload this light crossbow, this skeleton. You're like, no way.
That's not normal. The dead don't normally use. The dead don't normally walk. Let alone weapons.
And a couple of them, this guy's got a shield, so he's got 6 armor class. And so on. Anyway, Rodriguez, there's no room for him unless he pushes you out of the way or something. So he's like, what the hell? By the 9 hells, What is this? And you can't really do much about it.
Dead bodies walking and fighting.
Okay, you see that this tall figure has moved toward and is now leaning on this pillar in the middle of the room and watching. And then you see he suddenly turns and looks at the door, and the dog starts barking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I look at Guidon and I say, Guidon, you check that door. I can handle this. Your sword's not going to do much here.
All right. Now I've thrown my. I'll sheathe my sword and go pick up my bow, but I've set it aside, so I don't know how you want to handle that, Darren. I'll pick up the bow that I discarded.
Well, you can do that as you run over. You sheath your sword and pick up your bow. That's an action, so you wouldn't be able to attack, but you're not attacking anyone, right?
So I'm not at the door. I'm going to kind of keep, kind of protecting the six of Rodriguez and Zhang over here, and then keeping the mysterious guy. Yeah, the mysterious guy. Keeping an eye on him, and then looking towards the door, trying to figure out.
The tall guy looks at you and he goes, "There are more coming. There." And he points toward the door.
Okay. All right. So, man, my bow's not much good against this rabble. All right. So, I'll set the bow aside and then pick up my sword.
Okay. Yeah, got that.
And then I'll move I guess.
Okay, so you're done.
Yeah.
Zhang.
I get
we have to roll initiative. Actually, it's next round.
I get the second attack at the end of the round.
Yeah, there's nobody close unless you want to move into the doorway. Actually, you're right there. You can attack one of them. Yeah. You just step through the bones.
15. So the snap kick to that guy, the green one there.
With the shield?
Not the one with the shield. Nope, the one beside the door.
Okay.
Basically,
one that's kind of lunging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of these guys.
One.
Actually, I'll leave this guy's bones here to remind us.
There's a bunch of dead bones there.
Okay, so that guy with the axe.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What'd you get?
15 is the attack roll.
Okay, that one's wounded, by the way. That's the one with the crossbow bolt went through its head.
Yep.
It's got a big hole in its skull. So that's 15's a hit.
Roll D6. 2 points from a little bit of a snap kick here. Clack.
And it works. He had 2 hit points left. And you cleanly snap his neck like this. And his head just kind of snaps and spins off and falls. And he pirouettes a couple times and swings his axe around. In fact, he might even clip. No, he doesn't. He swings his axe around before shattering against the wall and dying. Well done. Good job. There's scary.
Nice.
There's scary stuff, Zhang. You're just like, what the hell?
This is not good.
No.
The ancestor's not supposed to come back and fight you.
So Rodriguez is coming up beside you and looking for space or room to help. Scott, he moved to the other side, drew his bow out. So Belgrove, he's reloading his crossbow. And when he hears the guy say that, he turns toward that door then. And he comes forward, and then you see shapes moving in the rain outside.
Ooh.
Now this guy starts muttering, the tall, gaunt guy.
Uh-huh.
And his hand starts gesturing in front of him. And he's looking at the doorway. That's what he's doing.
Are these tables light enough to move?
Light enough to move. Some of them are heavy. Some of them aren't. Like, they're big, steady tables, but movable.
Okay.
They're heavy.
Go ahead. What is he?
Lift one up and throw it 50 feet. A small one, perhaps.
Just thinking about something that might create an obstacle to things coming into the
Yeah, no, good thinking. All right, now we're going to start the round again with Sister Zhang, and we're going to roll initiative. Again.
Okay. D6.
And I forgot to put the skeletons in the turn order. All right, go ahead. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so they go first. Now these guys in the doorway, they're still trying to get through it, and they have to make a dexterity check to see if they can maneuver. Okay, actually this guy's, no, he's close enough to attack you, Zhang.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll make an attack roll. And he's got, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, shit.
Holy. He's scoring some scratches.
Yeah, these ones don't do double damage on a 20. Skeletons, no matter what they roll or use, they do 1d6 damage.
Mhm.
But you do take some damage, 5 points, as he clocks you just with a club.
Clack.
Yeah.
Zhang, how many hit points do you have?
Being a second level monk, I've got quite a pile.
Okay, the guy beside the guy with the shield misses with a rusty sword.
Yep.
And make a saving throw versus light crossbow bolt.
Okay, roll the
See if you
20.
dodge it or deflect it. It's a moot point. That's a miss, but it's neat to dodge and deflect. Use your abilities.
Yep.
And if you roll really high, you can catch it. Do cool stuff.
Yeah. If it's an axe or something, turn around and throw it back.
Also, remember, as a monk, if you get 5 or more over your to-hit die or to-hit required number, you might stun or kill the opponent. So open up your player's handbook and reread that real quick, because handy stuff. Okay, so they attack. The ones in the crossbow shot. The other ones can't get in there. Now you see 2 figures come walking out of the rain. And they shamble in, and the dog gives a yelp and runs away. Bite, bite, bite. And they come shambling with kind of quick for skeletons. They move pretty quick, and they come running in, but they won't reach you guys in time. And behind them at the doorway, you see more shapes. These ones just happen to see the doorway and come through. I'll roll to see how many see the doorway and figure it out. They're not very smart. Oh, shit. Well, all of them are coming, but two around. Or 3 around, I'll say. Pardon me. 3 can go through the door at a time. And everybody, but as that happens, you see the tall guy, he gestures with his hands, and these lights twirl around and twist on each other, these black orbs, tiny little ones, and they, without fail, he gets to 2 of them hit the first guy automatically. Come on, roll 20. Wow, for 5. He just blasts apart in bone splinters. In fact, that deserves a blam. Oh wait, he hits the guy with the shield. Blam, and it blasts him to pieces.
Is that a magic missile or something?
Yes, that's what it is. You got it. And the single one turns off and hits this wimpier looking one on the side, and it automatically hits. Mm-hmm. And this one, oh wait, that doesn't do 1d20 damage. This one does 2 + 1, 3 points damage, and this one blasts apart.
All right. When it's my turn, I'm going to take the one that's left here.
I'm just rolling their moves. They are done. It is Sister Zhang's turn to start. Now you are a bit wounded. I don't know how seriously, but how many?
I've taken a couple of smacks, but I'm still hanging in there.
You got 10 hit points left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at Rodriguez and I say, "There's 3 of them left in there. We need to get in there and wipe them out and get over and help the other side." So I'm going to step through to. Actually, there's 4 of them yet. There isn't there?
Okay, Sister Zhang, you did see that they were coming through a window. Is how they got into this room.
Come in through a window.
Now something new jumps through the window.
Oh.
This thing is not a skeleton. I don't know if you can see it.
Just on the edge of the vision there. Yep.
No, hold on. There, now you can see it.
A ghoul or a right or something, maybe?
So more dead bodies that are moving.
This one's not a skeleton, though. This one's like an emaciated corpse.
Yeah.
An animated corpse. But it gives you creeps because this thing has a glint of intelligence and it quickly springs down and moves as this unnatural, undead gait.
Yeah. Okay. This requires more serious actions. I look at Rodriguez. I go, Rodriguez, another beast comes through the window. This needs to be taken care of quickly. And whoever's looking sees her reach into her little obi sash around her waist and pull out a little handle, and she whips it off around her head and starts whipping her chain around, and she steps right into these 2. Oh, I'm on the wrong pointer. That's why I can't move.
We don't have any clerics, do we?
Not at the moment.
Nope.
So I'm going to try and clear a path for Rodriguez to get in on that thing.
Okay. And roll your attack.
Oof, 11.
That is that a hit? You attack as a thief, right?
Yeah. That's.
You needed a 14 to hit.
Okay. So I'll have to come back to the next one. Actually, I don't think I get any bonuses with.
Now you're in the way.
Because
you failed in that attack, so you kind of stopped at the doorway. But he can't get by you, but he can try. I'll give him a roll.
Okay.
He's going to try to just get by you. Ooh. He just gets through. And that guy's gone. He gets through, but he doesn't manage to break through. He has to attack one of these guys.
Yeah.
And he hits this guy over here with the whatever weapon. And Rodriguez 1d6 for scimitar. Edged weapon does half damage. And this thing is still alive. Who's next? So Scott. You just saw this tall guy shoot magic missiles.
Nice, badass. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't knock this last one out here, and then hopefully get in to help clean up the other room.
That guy just fell over. Who shot the magic missiles? By the way, he fell on Belgrove. Didn't attack him. Fell on him.
All right.
And Belgrove's just like, and is holding him up, and he's not completely, but he's just falling on him and holding on him like that. Shooting the magic missiles must have.
Are they focused on him, or are they focused on?
It's hard to tell. They're just running in, and there's more coming.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy out as best as possible.
As best as possible. Okay, go ahead. Swing. You have your sword out now, right? Or no, you have your bow again.
No, I set the bow down and pulled the last round, or as I moved, I discarded the bow and got the sword.
Yeah, okay, that was old. I thought you had your sword out a while.
Yeah, and then so 19.
That's a hit. Edged weapon.
And then these are small to man-sized, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a D8, and then half of a D8.
Yeah.
Now I get plus to because I've specialized in the long sword.
You get +1 to your attack and +1 damage.
Yeah, plus yeah.
Or maybe not +1 damage. +1 to attack though.
It doesn't have damage bonus.
I'm
No,
not sure. I think it's
it
just a
does.
hit.
It's just a hit. Okay.
I could be wrong,
Okay.
but I think.
No,
You
you're
get
right. You're right.
strength bonus.
Yeah, do you
That's
have strength bonus or anything? No. Okay,
No, I'm 14 strength. So
gotcha.
okay. So I rolled a 7. So 3.5. I don't know if you round up or down.
I round up. I'm nice. So you get so that's 4 damage. You did?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll actually have to roll to see how many hit points this one has. I forgot. Ooh, this was a tough one. This one's a tough one. It did not go down. You did shear off some ribs, and you noticed though that your blade went through, like you went to disembowel it, sort of, and and then you realize. Make another intelligence check.
Got that one.
Okay, you realize that. Okay, duh. Go. This is a skeleton. Let's not. Yeah, you can use the flat of your blade. You'll be -1 to attack, but you'll
Okay.
do full damage.
Okay. Good. Next round.
Yeah,
That's what I'll do. Next round, I'll hit it with the flat of the blade.
gotcha. And so Belgrove is now carrying this guy back toward the kitchens. Like this guy's barely holding him up, and then the bar innkeeper who was hiding behind the bar, well, not really hiding. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He's holding this huge frying pan, and he's shooing his daughter back into the back room. And Belgrove just carries, walks with this gaunt guy back toward the bar. This guy can't seem to stand on his own anymore. So they're busy doing that. You guys seem to be on your own at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez, he already did his move. Now it's their turn. This one with the shield. Tax Sister Zhang. Oh, wow. Okay, one moment.
Not his best performance.
No. 1 second. Okay, you get attack opportunity on this guy.
Okay.
He just opened up. Yeah, and you just had a. Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh. Well, I blundered that.
Oh no! Roll percentage die. Okay, you nothing happens. You just totally whiffed. You don't fall down. You would have normally, if you would have had a weapon, you might have dropped it.
Uh-oh. That wouldn't have been good.
Okay, now I'm moving on. That's okay. This guy swings at Rodriguez. Oh, that's a hit.
Whew.
And Rodriguez takes 2 points damage. Okay, so he's got 18. There we go. This guy swings at... Man. Oh,
they're getting some lucky rolls tonight.
Shit. That's a good hit. Uh-oh. Ouch.
Yeah.
And this guy springs over the table, but they're in his way. He wants to attack, and he's mean-looking son of a bitch. But Rodriguez is like, ah! And he's hit 2 times hard, and he stumbles back, and pull back, he kind of mutters. Now over here, this guy swings at you, Scott, with this big honking axe. Does a backhand swing, and what is your AC?
2.
Nice. Your armor takes it. Actually, probably doesn't even hit you. Swing. This guy runs forward. Let me have a quick look here. No, he's okay. No, he won't be able to. That guy's in his way, basically, is what the problem is there. So this guy runs around the corner of this post, and next round he's going to be there. This guy runs over here. This guy comes in the doorway and shoots his crossbow. We got another crawler. He comes in. He's a bit slower. He's behind. That guy's going to shoot his crossbow next round. And so far, you don't see any of those creepy crawlers. But there are figures moving outside.
All right. I have just I did look up the weapon specialization for, and it's +1 to hit, +2 to damage for the melee weapon.
Is that right?
Yes. So, yeah, +1 to hit, +2 to damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
I should have known that. I should have known that. So
Yeah,
we'll do it next round.
That's why I said I'm not sure about that because okay, good one. So, and you're using your weapon of specialty, right?
Yes.
It's not the bow.
Nope. I have 2 double. Don't you get 4 weapons to start with?
You can only specialize with one weapon, though.
I thought you could
being proficient is something different. If you're proficient, you can use a weapon. If you're a specialist, you can only pick one weapon.
I thought you could double. I thought you could double specialize.
No.
Oh, I didn't pick that up. Okay.
No, and I wouldn't allow that anyway.
Okay.
You focus on one weapon.
That's fine. Then let's just use the bow. Will be. I'll have to tweak my character sheet, but the bow will be the specialization, and then the sword will just be normal.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Good. Is it my turn to roll?
No, wait. It's the end of the turn. Actually, roll initiative. We're moving.
Can I make my second attack?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, so see what we got going on here.
And I don't know. Rodriguez hurt. We might have to. Yeah, he's like, run away. That's a miss. Okay, I'm rolling initiative. I rolled a 6. Now you guys are +1.
You want to roll a d6?
Are we in 2 different encounters now? Should there be 2 different initiative rolls?
No, I'm rolling a general for them.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll sit. That's complicated.
You want to roll a d6 this time?
Yeah, sure.
If you guys were in a different part of a dungeon, maybe, but you guys are within sight.
It's all good. I didn't know how you wanted to do it.
Oh man! Now they don't get it, but if this was reversed, if they had rolled a 1 and you rolled a 6, you guys would get a surprise action, a free surprise action. But they're undead, slow undead monsters. They don't get that benefit.
But don't I have a +2? I have a plus.
They go first.
I have a +3 surprise bonus. Is that not good?
That's for unsurprise rolls.
Okay.
That's when we are surprising.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. So you guys surprise on a 4, 5, or 6 in some cases, and monsters sometimes surprise on a 1 or a 2. If you guys roll 1 or 2, anyway, they attack first.
This could go badly here, real quick.
Okay, Fang ran away. This guy runs up, and Belgrove kind of shoves this tall guy behind the bar, and Ulster's kind of grabs him, and whoa, and Petunia's peeking around the corner, and then Belgrove spins around just in time. This guy takes his cut at him, but he can defend himself. He's like, ooh, that's actually a pretty good swing. Damn, that's a hit. And he's got a rusty old mace, does 3 points damage to Belgrove. Ouch. Damn, all right. Fair enough. This guy takes a swing at you, Windon. Oh, wow. Roll20's not be nice to you guys. This guy hits you. Now, that's a critical hit. It doesn't do extra damage, but your armor has to make a saving throw. All right? So the way this works is your armor class makes a saving throw versus a blow. And if I recall, hard metal is you have to roll a 6 or over. So it's pretty good, actually.
You got it.
All right. So you see that your armor does take a hit and some links fly, but it holds. You don't suffer any minuses from it. But he does do 5 points damage to you.
Okay.
The crawler guy's stuck. Hold on a minute. Roll20's giving me a hard time. You have 5 hit points left. Okay. This guy here, I'm going to roll to see which way he moves. Okay, 1. He is running toward this door. He's going to attack Sister Zhang in the back next round.
Oh,
Now it's your guys' turn. They've went. Ouch, they did some damage.
mhm.
Rodriguez is hurt. And now you guys can't really escape. This skeleton came running up behind.
It's like I look at Rodriguez saying, "Desperate times call for desperate measures. We need something in on these guys," and she's going to pull out that whip she has, that 9-section steel whip.
Ah,
And it's like, okay, no playing around here anymore. This is serious now.
now you can't just pull that out.
It unwraps.
Okay, so make a dexterity. Now you're in combat, so I'm going to make it +5.
I rolled a 7.
So yeah, 12. So
Yep.
you made it. So you snap that whip out. Quick draw.
Yeah, steel whip. Give it a couple of spins around, and we're going to lay it right on one of these guys. See what it does to them.
What kind of damage would that deal? Piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning?
It's all bludgeoning. It's steel bars, basically.
Oh, darn it. Roll20's not being nice to you.
No.
That's it. You snap it around and miss. Now you don't get 2 attacks this round because you had to pull it out.
Okay. I was hoping to be able to drop one of those guys with it, but that's not going to work.
No, you haven't had. Well, you killed the one. You broke its neck.
Yeah.
Scott, you're fighting this guy. The guy's the big axe. He's wounded. You've shattered some ribs, but he's still swinging. That is a hit. And that definitely, you complete the business. And you guys, if you want, you can always describe your actions or anything like that.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that. So yeah, this skeleton goes down in a shattering blast of bone. And there's a big honking skeleton back here with the crossbow I forgot about. He's going to shoot next round. Anyway, is that it, Scott?
Yes.
Okay. Belgrove uses his dagger and tries to hit this. And he completely misses. And that's that. Now, the guy himself is kind of delirious. He's stumbled into the ostler's arms, sort of, and they've pulled him back toward the kitchen. All right. Petunia's helping out, too. She's grabbing the other shoulder. She suddenly grew in size. And Rodriguez is last. He's hurt. Damn it. And this creepy thing's running. Oh, shit.
I was hoping he'd be able to take care of it.
Okay, that's a hit. So well, these already attacked, so he has the opportunity now to turn around because they can't attack him. They already moved.
Mhm.
And he is going to attack this guy coming in the back.
Okay.
Now, technically, if you turn your back on a monster, some monsters get to attack you, but I'm going to let this slide. It's the first rookie session. Ooh, 11. He just already rolled for that. Okay, pardon me. Scimitar. Oh, crap. Okay, he does 1 point damage.
Clink.
Yeah, he breaks a bone, maybe a few fingers. Clatter off, and that's it. Now it's the end of the round.
Initiative again.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so a number of them are down, but you guys are in trouble there, Sister Zhang and Rodriguez.
We got a 5 this time.
And I got a 1, so you guys definitely. But you guys get +1.
So we got a 6.
Yeah, but that's not a natural 6. So You guys go first, though. So, Sister Zhang.
Let's see what we can get here.
Damn, you just recovered from a concussion. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you got a hit.
Yep. And 6 points of damage on that guy with the green shield right there in front of me.
Oh, that does the trick. You snap around and
whips around his shield and just shatters right through him. Did I tell you what the 9-section whip actually looks like?
I do recall something about that.
Yeah. Basically, it's a handle that you hang on to with a ring in the end of it. And there's about 3 links of chain, and then there's 4 to 6 inch metal bars, and there's 9 of those with 3 sections of chain in between each one.
Oh, wow.
So it's literally a chain whip with metal bars in it.
Wow. Interesting. It's like a Manriki Gusari. So, Scott, you are fighting for your life as well, and you just smote down this big guy with the axe, and you see a guy aiming his crossbow at you.
Yep, I'm going after him. Can I move to him and attack?
Yes, you can. Barely.
Let's do that. I'll take out the crossbow guy here. What kind of crossbow?
Now he shoots at you as you run at him.
Okay, what kind of crossbow is it?
Light crossbow.
Okay.
He takes his shot as you run at him. Oh, you got really good armor class, don't you?
Yep.
You have 2 armor class?
Armor class 2.
2.
Nice. So that it goes off. Your armor takes that one. Ding! It bounces off. He misses. And you run up to him. Wham! -1 if you want to use the flat of your blade.
Yep. But I get a +1 for being an elf. So those cancel out.
Gotcha.
That may not help me, though.
No. Damn. That's a miss. Belgrove. Now he has 2 daggers out, 1 in each hand. And he gets, well, that's a hit. Oh, it does 2 points damage. Doesn't kill it. Attacks with his other dagger while we're here. Boy, sometimes it takes a while for the dice to roll. Holy shit. Oh, he misses. Oh no, we're missing. Now I'm going to roll for this guy who called himself Blackthorn, by the way. Platunia says he calls himself Blackthorn. Whatever that means. Kind of a heavy name in a way. Okay, he does not make his roll, so he's still delirious and babbling in some weird tongue. What are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say? And he keeps talking in this weird language. Now Rodriguez is last, and he's fighting this guy desperately. But you guys are basically back to back right now, Sister Zhang.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? So he's,
Well, I can't be flanked anyway, but that's beside the point.
Oh, damn it. He misses. Okay. That's a miss. Now it's their turn. Okay, this guy bounds right past these 2 guys, and just, you see this, you smell them first. The skeletons didn't smell so bad. They smelled kind of like earthy and rotty, but this thing smells like carrion, and its hands are covered in kind of pussy blood and goo, and its mouth is all corroded and rotten and full of pussy goo and these sort of fangs. It's a horrific looking creature. And it's given out this gleeful look of utter hatred and longing for blood. And he gives out this gibbering, I kill you, I kill you, I kill you. And he just runs at you, lunges with his 2 claws. Scares the bejesus out of you.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Did he hit the Rodriguez earlier, or that was a different skeleton?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
That was just a normal regular skeleton.
Okay. One. Okay. Okay, it's not rolling well, really hot. He lashes at you with both hands, hitting both times. And lucky for you, it did 2 points damage total.
Whew.
But
I am bleeding all over the place right now.
now you have to make a saving throw. For me.
Okay. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Rodriguez says, "Close the door. Fuck, get out. I said run."
Uh-huh.
But you have to make a saving throw. Did you roll?
Not good enough.
All right.
That's not good.
Okay, you feel a numbing sensation coming from where your arm was raked.
Ugh.
It's going dead cold, tingling, and you feel yourself slumping somewhat. Rodriguez, in desperation, grabs the back of your shirt, and he's going to try pull you into the room.
Block them in there, whatever the heck that thing is.
Ooh, that's just... Okay, he grabs you and throws you into the room. But that, of course, opens him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's his action. And he has to turn his back on this guy. And this guy gets to swing at you as you're pulled out.
I've seen enough Walking Dead to know what happens next.
Okay, one misses. That one misses you as you're being pulled out. Now the one attacks him in the back. It's at +2. Rolled 7 only. Okay, so a 9. That is a miss. So that one misses Rodriguez. Okay, he lives. You fall into this room and you're paralyzed. You fall on your back in the room, thankfully, but you're right there. So I'm going to put a little prone marker on you.
Did you get hit by something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a festering green stuff on the wound. And there's kind of a green glint in her eyes as she's just and trying to move, but she can't. She's just on her side, kind of twisting and writhing. Roll 6-sided, I think it is. Let me have a quick look. No. 1 to 4 rounds, I'm going to say, because it only did 1 point damage. You only got a little bit in you. So you are... Oh, darn it. Well...
Whew. It's been a rough night.
I forgot about something, actually. I forgot about the dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew there was something else. I was like, no, wait a minute, the dwarf. Now, the dwarf has been freaking out a bit, like sort of like the innkeeper going, what the hell's going on? But he's finally got his act together, and he runs forward at this time, and he's going to attack this guy who's attacking Rodriguez. And this dwarf's pretty tough.
And he gets to attack the back of the guy that was attacking the back of the guy.
He turns it into a pile of broken bones.
Nice.
And he's got a two-handed glaive, like a big honking weapon. And it's blunt, and it just shatters this thing utterly. And he sees that Zhang is down and just twitching and drooling. And he's like, "Aye, grab the lass." Now your back is turned, or Rodriguez's back's turned to these guys. He's going to try to close the door next round, unless they can stop him. And Rodriguez is like, "Help me! Close the door." Sister Zhang, you're down.
Yep.
Scott, your turn.
All right, man. I need to get a good hit here. I got to. Now, the Does the guy with the crossbow get a fire every turn because it's a light crossbow?
Yes.
Okay, he shoots it every turn, so he doesn't have the
No,
heavy.
but he looks like he's just gonna swing it at you. He's not loading it.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna.
And there's a guy crawling there. He's finally crawled up. Remember?
What kind of damage does the Oh, sorry, didn't mean to move that. What kind of damage does the grappling do, or the whatever he does with his hand?
It looked like it was light damage. I'm not going to say exactly. It wasn't the full 1d6, but he tried to grapple. He tries to grab your ankles.
Okay, I'm going to take out the guy on the ground then.
Crack.
Golly.
Okay, and you hit him and bat him, but he just doesn't seem to take damage. It's just like, bat. Belgrove is fighting this guy over here who's whacked him good last time, and he just keeps hacking away, and all he has are daggers. He threw his crossbow down when Buddy fell on him, and he does a little better this time. He gets one hit, and it definitely... Oh, man, this guy only had 2 hit points left. Okay, he's still alive. Now... It's Blackthorn. I'm going to make a roll for him. And he seems to... Dice roller is rolling. He's unconscious now. He's slumped over. And the innkeeper's just like... And the his daughter are trying to kind of hold him up. And he's a big guy, actually. He weighs a lot with that armor and everything. He's heavier than he looks. And once you stand beside him, you realize how big he is. But right now, he's delirious, unconscious. Rodriguez is hurt, and oh yeah, he tries to close the door. Now he has to make a strength check against this guy, or the ghoul. Ghoul jumps forward, and his strength is 16. Oh wow. He hammers this door, slams it right in this thing's face, doing damage to it, like just hammers it in the noggin. And you hear this meaty thump on the other side as he cranks it in the head, and he pushes his shoulders against it as if the door is immediately hit from the other side, violently shaking. Like, holy. But for the moment...
Held at bay.
Held at bay, exactly. And this creature on the other side, it took a bump on the noggin, that's for sure. But
Square
it's still...
in the teeth of the jaw.
Yeah. But the door's closed, and you are down now. This is almost... He was the last, so... Oh, I got to put the... Callan is this dwarves' name. Actually, you don't know that yet, so... He already moved. Next round, initiative. It's quite a battle we're doing here, guys. It's been about...
Unbelievable, man. I've gotten the worst rolls.
Oh, and
I wasn't doing a whole lot better.
So even with the +1s. Okay, so this ghoul tries to open the door. And, okay, now Rodriguez is trying to hold it shut. So he makes a strength check. Okay, so this thing rips the door open. And Rodriguez stumbles back. Or actually just stands there, but this guy does rip the door off. Like, just pulls it open. Rolled really well. And this dwarf runs forward, though. And this ghoul guy is going to attack, well, Rodriguez. And he's not using his bite for some reason, this thing. I see his jaw's messed up. Now he does 3 points damage to this dwarf. He was pretty tough.
Being a raucous night at the inn.
And the dwarf has to make a save. Oh, shit. Okay, the dwarf's going down. Ah! And Rodriguez is like, no. The dwarf's going to be down for now. Dwarfs are tough, so he's going to be just down for 2 rounds. Uh-oh. One ghoul in the mix can really mess things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now his attack, that's all that's attacking over there. Now the guy with the crossbow swings it at you. And completely misses. The guy tries to grab your ankle. And your AC is really good. So you sidestep out of the way. And they miss. This guy tries to club Belgrove. And misses. Let me have a look. Any left? That's those 2. He's dead. Okay, that's 2 of your guys are down.
Yeah.
Gibbering. Rodriguez is alone fighting at the moment. They need help. Okay, he takes a cut at that ghoul, I suppose. He's just, he realizes he's got 2 buddies down either side of him. Well, not even real buddies. Doesn't know Zhang that well. Does he? No, I don't think so. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
This is not going well.
Okay, he doesn't fumble or go prone or break his sword. He just completely whiffs, and that's he's done. Oh shoot. Okay, now it's next round. We've all gone.
Okay.
All right, you know what to do. Initiative. I rolled a 3. You guys get +1.
Go ahead.
And we have another turn
7.
off.
Yes.
Oh, well, that'll
Rolled
do.
a 6 on that plus the 1.
That'll do. So I'm just changing. You have 2 rounds left where you're down.
Yep.
And the dwarf has 1. And we can go with Scott. You're down there taking on these 2 by yourself.
That ought to be good.
13?
+1, 14.
You hit the guy on the ground who's trying to grab you again?
Yep.
Okay, that is a hit. He only has 3 hit points, by the way.
2. But I get a +1 for... Is it +1 to hit and damage for being an elf, or is it just +1 to hit? I think it's just
+1 to hit.
That one might be just a hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still alive. And he tries to grab your ankles. And he misses. And the guy tries to smash your head in with that. Oh, that's just a miss, I think. Oh, no, that's a definite miss. And he whiffs on that. And now this guy swings at Belgrove. They have a wicked little scrap going and misses. And who's left? Okay, we still have to finish you guys. So Sister Zhang, you're still down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in some cases later on, you can develop abilities. Try snap out. Like a monk can sometimes try to snap out of things using their meditation skills if they have time and whatever. But so Scott went. So Belgrove can attack back that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Okay, he completely misses. The dwarf is down. Blackthorn. Okay, let's roll his roll. Boy, roll 20's taking a while today.
Yeah.
Okay, he's up again. He's somewhat he's looking around and shaking his head, and they're trying to help him out and giving him some water, but he seems to be conscious. Dwarf is down. Rodriguez
in and out of it.
Rodriguez is going to take a swing at that ghoul. Come on, Rodriguez. Fighting for his life. And he rolls a 1. Oh.
No.
He rolled
That's
a 1
2
last
for him.
time.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Roll20 is so fickle. It's almost dramatic. He just completely, he's terrified of this creature, and you're lucky this creature can't bite. It's missing its lower jaw for some reason. I toned it down a bit. These ghouls are really tough.
For beginning level characters, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's everybody's done, and they already attacked. So it's new round. Okay, initiative. Oh, I rolled a 6.
Uh-oh.
I rolled 20s. It's up or down with me. I'm rolling 20s and 1s.
And
simultaneous. Oh, you guys get +1. So you
So we
broke
get a
that
7.
tie.
Dean, nice.
We pulled that out of the fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who wants to go first? Any missiles or?
Yeah, no, I don't. No. Unfortunately, I have all sorts of bonuses and skills with pluses with the bow, but the bows aren't any good against undead. So
No, not really. So you can continue now. This one's wounded at your feet.
I don't see the turn chart anymore. I
Oh,
wonder
wait.
why.
I'll bring it back.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go. Yep.
I didn't know if I deleted it or what. Okay, so I'm going to roll
I broke it.
Yeah, I'll roll. I guess I'm going to swing at the. I guess I'm going to swing at the injured one, so at least I'll have one less attacking me. 9 + 1, 10. No.
It's prone. I forgot to mention.
Yep, that's true.
Now I'm going to give you. Normally you get +4 against prone things. So go ahead. That would probably hit it.
Okay.
There's only half of it there. It has no legs.
Yeah. So no, and you get +4 against prone opponents.
Yeah,
I
remember
Stunned
that.
opponents and so on.
He only had one left anyway, so at least he's gone.
You
now.
shattered him. Yeah, he had 1 hit point,
Nice.
and you
All right.
break him into pieces. Comes apart, and I'll take the swing. This guy with his crossbow, he's trying to use it as a club, in effect, and doesn't do any good. So Belgrove can now attack this guy. Or no, whose turn is it next? Ignore that. Ignore that. Oh, it is Belgrove. Okay, so that's 1 miss. Oh, he's rolling terrible. And that will probably miss.
Other than the NPCs just absorbing hits for us, they have not been very helpful.
No, and they're pretty tough. They're tougher than you guys. It's
Yeah.
like supposed to be. So
And
Blackthorn
we're not
now.
greatly effective either.
The innkeeper's grabbed a big pan again, and he's coming forward. He sees Belgrove might need help, but he's not really a warrior, but he's not a coward either. But he's bringing this huge frying pan forward, and his daughter's helping out, giving water to Blackthorn. Blackthorn is trying to. He's looking at the situation, but he's very, very weak. And Callan is up now. All of a sudden, you see Callan get up. That was a big mistake, not finishing me off, you fucker. As he jumps right in front, he pushes Rodriguez aside and just charges at that ghoul.
Don't piss
Bellowing
off
out.
the dwarf.
Yeah, dwarven war cry. And that actually will probably hit. He's +2 to hit. This thing's armor class is... Double check. Gotcha. Let me just double check to see if he actually did hit this thing. That is a hit. And he has that two-handed glaive, this huge fucking warhammer thing. It's got a spike on one side and a big flat hammer on the other, and he knows which hand to use against these bastards. But 8 + 3. Oh, he does 11 damage.
Oh.
And he reduces the rest of this thing's head into just a messy green bloody pulp.
Yeah.
And it's very dead. It tries to scream, but there's just a big black hole now where its face used to be. Oh, no, wait, wrong guy dead. That's the one. So he's down, and this dwarf's pissed. And Rodriguez spins around, is like trying to help Sister Zhang. You're down to the last round, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And who's left? Rodriguez. He's helping you And he pulls out a healing potion and gives it to you.
Wow.
Or no, you don't need. You got 10 hit points, right?
Not anymore.
Oh no, you got less than that. You got like 6, I think.
Give me 1 second to pop her up here. I'm at 2. I've taken 15 points of damage.
Oh, gotcha. Ow. So he was going to drink it himself, but he gives it to you like a gentleman.
Yeah.
And you get 4 hit points back.
Okay. Yeah, she absorbed a lot there.
Ouch. So he's done. Now it's their turn. Now that guy already swung his crossbow at you. This guy already swung at Belgrove. So this one guy left here attacks the... There's only 2 left here. Okay, I see. Where are my dice roller? Okay, so this guy attacks Kalen and misses. Kalen's got ringmail armor on. And this guy shoots his crossbow at him, though. See, that might hit. No, that's a miss. And that's a miss. His armor takes the crossbow bolt. And he's mad. He's in there bellowing, swinging. Okay, next round. It's moving quick, guys. It tied his turn, though, I think, the ghoul down. And you guys are waking up. So this round, you're up, Sister Zhang.
Ooh, rolled a 2.
Okay, so they attack first. This guy shoots his crossbow at the dwarf, and that's a hit. And 4 points damage. Now he's taking a bit of damage, but he's doing okay. Got 24 hit points normally. Tough dwarf. And this guy swings at him, so he's getting attacked quite a bit. He's in the front now. Okay, that's a miss. The other guy beside him swings, and that's a miss. He's got actually good AC. This guy down here attacks you with his crossbow. Takes a big cut at you and hits you. Scott. Oh dear. Scott takes a ringing blow. Now the crossbow does 1d4 damage. So I should say that does 4 points damage. Because it's Oh, you're down to 1 hit point, Scott.
Yep.
Oh shit. All right, we need to get some hits.
Yeah. They're hard to come by tonight.
So he clips you. That crossbow isn't the best weapon. And it's your guys' turn. Sister Zhang, you already attacked though, right? Or no?
No, I just come out of being paralyzed.
Okay, now there's no room for you at the moment. This dwarf's in there.
But I can see across the room. How far can I go with that? With a movement of 16. That's 70 feet. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, you could get there, but you can't attack.
Okay.
Actually, that you said you had 16, so you could actually move 160 feet, but you need 60% of your action to
stand
attack.
up.
To attack.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, you're also prone, and that takes something like 20 or 30% already to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. So best I'm going to do is give Belgrove a bonus on his attack. Because I can't get in through that door with him in the way.
Okay.
And that's even farther down there. That's probably 75, 80 feet there.
Scott, you're hurting. Oh, you have to make a saving throw of your armor. So again, you have to roll a 6 or higher.
Actually, I guess I could come down to that one.
You're good. And it's your turn, Scott, by the way. You're hurting. You're just,
I don't know. I've just got to throw it all in here. Hopefully I live. 15?
That is a hit. Now, this isn't a particularly tough skeleton. This one's got 4 hit points. Oh, dear.
Killing me. I cannot.
Yeah, the dice aren't cooperative. Oh, darn. So Belgrove. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, that's a hit. 18. He kills this one, finally. It was wounded, only had 1 hit point. Fucking thing wouldn't die.
Well, that
And
frees up both of us now.
yeah, Blackthorn is just, he's up now. He seems to be on his own feet, but he's not capable of doing much, apparently. Kalen in here is screaming bloody murder. He's in a dwarven rage. And he gets 2 attacks this round. And the first one is definitely hits, and he finishes off this wounded one who just shatters. He's finishing off these guys one by one. And that's it. Rodriguez tries to get in. Well, no, he's pretty hurt. And now that you're okay, what can he do? What can he do? You're going to help. Okay, he's going to move down and help Scott. There doesn't seem to be any other skeletons coming into the building, hopefully.
Hopefully that was enough of them.
Okay, he's going to come down and help you, Scott, next round. So they already attacked. Now it's initiative. Whew, I rolled a 6. Drat. Rolling deadly initiatives.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah,
this
we
guy
only got
shoots
2.
his crossbow. That's a miss. This guy beside him swings his club. That's a miss. Now this guy down here is 50-50 on Rodriguez. So 1 or 2 he attacks Scott. So he attacks Rodriguez. He doesn't really care when he hits Rodriguez. Why does it take so long to roll 1 die? Okay, so 3 points. He takes 3 more points of damage. He's pretty brave. I'm surprised he's not running. He clips him. Is there anyone else? Actually, that's it. It's your guys' turn. Jang.
Between the 2 tables, doesn't look like I can get in there. I'd have to go around them over the table.
Hey, you could vault over it with a dexterity move.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, I think I'll attempt that.
I'll watch you wipe out. Roll 20.
I'll come down here and try and do a little slide across the table to do a little smack on him as I come
Get
off.
1 attack on him. Yep.
Yeah, do the whole action into one. Use my whole round.
So do you have to drop your chain whip or whatever?
I'm thinking I dropped it in the other room when I got paralyzed.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay.
I don't think I got that with me anymore.
So roll your dex.
I rolled a 6, which is 11 points
so
under
you
my dex.
Slip cleanly across. And you can attack that guy.
Ooh, 12. That might be close.
No.
No? The armor class 7 or something?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Oh.
Yeah, because you attack as a thief, right?
Yeah.
You need a 14 to get him. I'll double check. Skeleton.
Yeah, and I don't have any bonuses to hit.
Where's the damn skeleton? Yeah, it's armor class 7.
I hit armor class 7.
No, you need a 14. You
My
need a 14.
chart here, I've got it.
If you attack as a thief, an assassin, yeah, you need 14 to hit unless you get a bonus.
Oh, okay. I must have filled it in wrong.
Now, unless AC 7, you get a bonus against. No, you don't as a monk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry.
Scott. You're trying to kill this bastard. He's got 3 hit points left. That is a miss, isn't it?
Yep.
It is. Okay. Oh man, you've been swinging. So Belgrove's retrieving his crossbow and loading it. Blackthorn is still recovering. Callan is now running in here, hacking away. These guys won't be able to stop him. This guy was wounded, so he kills that one. And he's running at this guy who shoots his crossbow at him. You are about to die. This angry dwarf is coming to... Oh, but he fucking shoots him square with a crossbow right in his beard. Oh, roll20 is being so sluggish. Oh, for 4 more damage. So this dwarf is taking it on the chin, so to speak. But now he's definitely there. He's going to wreck this thing. Let's have a look. Rodriguez is last. He's down with you. Oh my god, we got to kill this thing.
Yeah.
He's swinging. And he misses. Okay, that's not good. So this guy swings his crossbow, which is battered and broken now, and misses. And this guy shot his crossbow. He's done. And come on, you guys. There's 2 left. Well, hopefully I'm going to roll here. There's still some shapes outside, but Sister Zhang, where are you?
Down beside the one with the crossbow.
Oh, okay.
By the door.
Finish him off.
Okay. D-roll. 14.
Okay, that's a hit. Barely. It's just a hit.
5 points.
Wow, that's really good. You do 5
Take an
points
elbow
damage.
right to the head for him.
Nice. And that's done. He shatters. It's a blunt weapon, right?
Yeah, the body part.
Okay. Now 1 left, and the dwarf is about to eviscerate it. Is that a hit? It's a 3rd level fighter. Oh, it's just a hit. Oh, he's +2 to hit, so that's definitely a hit. And this guy's got 4 hit points. And this huge 2-handed glaive destroys him. Ah! And he stomps around, breaking bones for 5 minutes. Stomp, 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 crash, crash, tinkle, tinkle, crash, crash, crash. And everything's quiet for a moment. And Petunia comes running up to the bar. And he says to blockade the doors.
Sounds like a good idea. Get that table there, turn it upright, and put it right in front of that door.
I'm going to see if I can push this table in front of the door.
So make a strength check. It's not too difficult. You can do it, but it depends if you make a lot of noise or not.
Yeah. I'll give him a hand to flip the table up in front of the door.
I rolled a 5.
That's well under the strength.
Yeah.
Okay. It's this big door. The big door is blocked by a bigger table, and it seems to be secure. And you look out the windows and you can see a couple shapes walking around, but they seem to be walking off, like they're done or something. And everyone's breathing a sigh of relief, and you can hear the dwarf smashing stuff back there. And Belgrove's just like, "What the hell? Looks like somebody emptied out a friggin' cemetery."
Yeah, and send them in here on us.
Apparently, they have a bone to pick with
Somebody.
our visitor.
See what you did there. So you guys are kind of bonded in blood, sort of, at the moment. Belgrove's like, "Innkeeper, we need a round of those colon cleansers. I'm afraid I've already shot myself."
Yeah, I'm going to have a
I
heck of
might
a dry
even take
cleaning
one
bill.
to pour in this wound. It still looks like it's festering.
Oh yeah, it's gonna give you a scar. Another scar you can add. And the poor drunk has been eviscerated. So the dwarf comes walking out after a while, and he's grumbling to himself. He's bleeding and hurt, and
It's going to make a day at the office tomorrow awful, isn't it, Sir Dwarf?
He's, what was that about?
Not sure, but I think the guy behind the bar needs some attention. I think we should see about treating him and finding out what's going on, because he seems to be the one they were after.
So Petunia's helping him again, and she brings him over to this table, and he's eased into the table, but he's very weak. You can see again, he's all trembling and white and such. I thank you. And he goes, I'm searching for, and he repeats again, he goes, I'm here searching for a woman.
A woman? What kind of woman?
She is, and now he has different, he eyes you guys. You're all coming to the table, and you're all putting bandages on and stuff, and the innkeeper's getting a bunch of food, and he's brewing up a healing potion, sort of it's a light healing potion. He's mixing up, and you're all come over to this table, and he says, "Hey, stranger, I think you better talk. If those are coming, they're not coming for me. I know that." What evil cleric have you pissed off?
Yeah.
His name is Lareth. And he has upset my master, shall we say. He has a associate named Drusilla. She is not from this world. Your type would call her a succubus. And I suggest you avoid her if you cross her path. She can be very charming. But I've brought great danger to this village, and I will be leaving soon. As soon as I have my strength. There are those that hunt me as well, and by being in this place, in this state, they can sense me. I must move on. My real name is not Blackthorn, but that is for another time. If you do see Drusilla, do avoid her. She's very dangerous. Yes, I can be reached, and I'm far away, but there is a place called the Valley of the Mage. It's far to the south. There's an associate of mine there who can contact me. In the Valley of the Mage, he says.
Where is this Valley of the Mage? What direction?
He goes, but I must go now. And then he stands up, he pushes himself up in the table, and he gets Petunia on Petunia's shoulder, and he lifts up, and he goes, I need a bit of space. And he steps back a few paces toward the kitchen. And then he does pull out the sword. And it's a big, honking, black bastard sword. And the blade, though, it looks like this kind of glossy obsidian mirror. And you swear that you can see the twinkling of stars and stuff in the blade. And he pulls the blade out, and it seems to hum and kind of reverberate. And he turns it upside down, and he puts the tip into the floorboards, and it just easily goes into the wood. And then he crouches down, and he says a couple strange words, and his body just turns into a black silhouette. And then it suddenly glows super bright, and he's gone.
Whew. Nothing strange about that at all, folks. I think I've had too many drinks tonight. That goat's milk is really hitting me hard.
Aye, and the innkeeper comes and sits down with you guys at the table, and he brings down a jug with ales and drinks, and he says, drink this, it'll help. The druid next door gave me some ingredients for emergencies for the militia when we were fighting, brigands and such. Here, everybody take some, and everybody can roll 10-sided die. It's basically a healing potion. Roll 10-sided, and that's hit points. So he goes, "What do you make of that? Drusillas and other creatures from other places.
Drusilla's and Lareth and
Who's this, Lareth?"
I've not heard that name.
He mentioned something about, and there's something about evil clerics and the Walking Dead.
Yes, and it sounds like somebody's got something going on that's not friendly.
But he didn't tell us where to go or make any suggestions. He pretty much said stay away from him, right?
Yeah, he said mind your own business. Just avoid him. He says, and he kind of said that when he left. He goes, "This is beyond you. Just
Duh.
take the safe way. Do not get involved. And I thank you again." Oh yeah, and he puts a package on the table. Ka-chunk, and you hear the jingle of coins.
Oh.
And before it, then he did the sword thing, and when he pulled that sword, gave you guys the shivers. It was a powerful, powerful thing. That sword.
Yeah.
And you see that he was reluctant. Like he gave a big sigh, and he just you get the sense that he didn't want to draw that sword.
What was his name? What did he give his name?
Blackthorn. That's what he gave. Then he said that's not my real name, but then he didn't give you his real name.
It's the only moniker we have to know him by.
And he was dressed in black, and he had the sword that you could see the stars in the universe in.
Yeah, it's like a starry night. It's like a beautiful starry night. The blade looked like, and they seem to move and stuff. Like it looked like when he moved the blade around, it was moving a blade across a starry night, and it was like a window on that. If you follow. And it's clearly magical. You were just like, whoo. And the very air just kind of shimmered and reacted to it. Like,
hummed around it.
Oh, yeah. Like the blade. And you can tell when he pulled it out, he was in a hurry. Like once it was pulled out, he didn't mess around. He just right away turned it upside down, stuck a tip down. He was concentrating tensely. And you get the feeling that he was getting out of there before he did something.
Mm-hmm. So
interesting.
Yeah.
The description almost reminds me of the Elric descriptions, but I don't know that Elric was ever really part of the Greyhawk world. Did you ever read any of the Michael Moorcock books?
I've read all of them.
Yeah.
That I've ever been able to find.
Yeah.
Not for a long time, though, but yeah, and outside the four walls, there's definitely influences at work here, and yeah, he is he is that character.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and you guys, I made a couple of rolls because that sword, man.
Yeah.
But you guys are kind of ignorant, but you guys realize that, holy shit, who the hell was that? But you realize he was in an incredibly weakened state.
Yeah.
And you guys, of course, concluded as well that he was using this herb concoction as sort of a helper. It didn't seem to cure him by any measure or anything, and it just seemed to refresh him.
Sort of like an energy drink.
Yeah, but he had this sickness. You can see he was really sick. And he teleported out of there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a badass. I wouldn't want to be on his bad side.
Yeah,
I don't even want to be on his good side.
But the thing is, he never. Yeah, and that's all you guys kind of pick up, and you guys talk later into the night. You can't sleep now. You're all just like, and the rain kind of starts to lighten up toward dawn, and there's no more figures outside anymore, and they've seemed gone for all intents. There's just a bunch of bones and rusty weapons laying around right now, and he's busy. He's been cleaning up for the last hour and a half, and then the innkeeper's like, "I don't know what to do about this. I'll talk to the priests at the monastery and see what Saint Cuthbert has to say about this. What do you guys think?"
Well, he was talking about demons and stuff, and the demon being here. I'm like, no, phew.
Is there any evidence that the undead were raised from the local cemetery or anything?
That could be. I'll send Patrick out. He'll go look at the cemetery in the morning.
Can we check these bodies over right now to check them over, see if
Sure
they
can.
look?
Plus, there's a package sitting there on the table in a weird black, soft vellum.
Yeah,
It's like a
the
pouch,
package
with the
on top.
drawstring on the top.
Yeah, check that out and check the skeleton bodies over. See if we can piece together if they are actually locals or if they're came from farther afield.
There's 100 platinum pieces.
Nice.
100 platinum.
That's my boy.
That's 1,000 gold.
That's wow.
And they got a strange stamp on them. They're not from around here. They're like a alien coin that's like, eh?
Scotty is Po no mo.
Cha-ching.
Do I recognize them at all?
You may actually. It is the Scarlet Brotherhood.
I don't think I've personally run across that one, but I was thinking more of the Caratur.
Their reputation precedes them, the Scarlet Brotherhood. They are a powerful political entity in Greyhawk. At this moment, they control, and they're pretty dark, nasty group.
Yeah, they're another monastic organization. I would know something about them.
Exactly, and they say their monks serve the dark side. They're like, the baddies.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some tentative connections here. I'm building up some intense story arcs that could. Now you guys at the moment are peons and just minor, but that's fun playing on the fringes, right? And hopefully you don't get caught up too deep because Drusilla is a succubus.
That's
pretty
what he
friggin'
said.
Tough.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not ready to fight those guys.
Stuff, right? I play with psionics as well, so
yeah, that kind of stuff we're definitely not ready for.
now I'm gonna get you guys to you guys check out the pouch and you find 100 platinum. Or actually, no, I should have made you roll for that. Yeah, roll a 6-sided and add 4. It might 50, so you get 50 platinum pieces.
That's still pretty decent.
About cheaping out on you or whatever, but I should have. And that's quite a bit. That's a significant pouch of platinum pieces.
Yeah.
And piss off. Okay. There's also wow. Okay, I have to take a quick look at this one a minute, see if it's not.
Yeah, this is interesting. So I looked up the Wikipedia for Elric, and he's an albino that takes drugs, special herbs to maintain his health.
Okay, don't look too deeply there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll close it. I was trying to.
I was hoping you guys didn't know a lot about that Melta Bonet. And
I've read one of the books. That's it. I've read one of the books. That's why I recognize the description.
Well, I can play not knowing much of the local stuff like that at all because I'm so far away that other than what I've learned in the last few months around here, I don't know anything about local, which is good because I don't know a whole lot about this setting.
Okay, there's a ring in the bag.
Any inscriptions or adornments to the ring?
It's hard metal of some sort of black alloy, clearly of high craftsmanship, possibly magical. And it's got a stylized ram head on one side of it.
Interesting. Well, do you have Dean? Do you have in any of the other friends? Do we have anyone with detect magic or anything like that? That
We could in the morning. I believe we have a couple that could help with that.
And the gypsies do that sort of stuff if you're friends with them.
Yeah.
You guys aren't really friends with them, though, are you?
Yeah. The first night I stopped in there and chatted with them before we went to the ogre lair.
Right.
Rodriguez and I know each other. But I think we need to not spread that coin around too much in this area. That would not be a good thing.
Roll a 100-sided die, please.
why don't you do it, Dean?
A 100?
Mm-hmm.
56.
There's a vial of some amber-looking liquid in there.
Mhm.
It's probably a magical potion. And
Sometime.
written in Elven, or no, not now. Oh, written in, you can't read it.
Yeah.
You'll have to get it identified. That potion.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Actually, you could make a +5 intelligence check there, Zhang, your character. I'm trying to think.
Oh, 19.
Nope. Okay,
I'm way out.
So somebody write this stuff down, okay?
Yep, I'm just getting ready to here.
Now, here we're going to add up some XP. So you have 500.
So there was a ring,
12.
a potion,
1,000.
and
A black metal ring,
black metal ring.
ram head adornment.
All right.
An amber potion with unknown writing.
Yep. So black.
750. Okay, you two guys, I've added up for the gold, for the treasure, for the items, and for the creatures combined. You get, you guys split 2,350. Or no, more. No, I forgot. Okay, 23. No, you guys split 2,350. 2,950. You split. So let's say 1,500 each.
Okay.
So what does a fighter need to go up a level?
2,000.
Oh, okay.
But that's pretty good for that encounter.
Yeah, and
that
you
was
got
a
some good
tough
items.
fight.
And it was a tough fight.
Yeah.
It always is. It's just so one critical hit can just
end it
at the wrong time.
I'll stop the broadcast a minute, just and if you guys want to watch parts or whatever, go ahead.